What's up, guys? Team Top Deck here, bringing you a deck profile from our locals comedian Funch.
What's up?
Alright, so what deck am I profiling today?
It's a work in progress, but it's Psychic Plants.
Psychic Plants? Alright, let's get down to it.
Alright, 2 Grand Soil, because Grand Soil is a busted card. Let's just special summon anything from the graveyard, from either player's graveyard. Some people say run 3, but if you open up 2 of them and you have no way to accelerate your hand, you're not winning the game. 3 Redux, because Redux is a busted card. Almost everything in the deck is Earth. You can special summon a bunch of shit from the graveyard. 2 Mexi, also an Earth. Has that benefit. You can't use it, Redux it, and draw a lot of cards. Swift Scarecrow, I should be probably running 3 of this, only because this format is such a way that having back rows is probably not the smartest idea, because it'll always get like hit in any way, shape, or form. So I should probably be playing 3 of these, and when I revamp the deck a little bit, it's probably going to go up to 3. 2 Crane Crane. You'll see why I played 2 Crane Crane in just a moment, but Crane Crane is a busted card. Expect this card to be such a good card next format, depending on how they hit it in the ban list. Get any level 3 from your graveyard, the effect's negated, but depending on what you're playing, level 3 is such a good thing. Like Card Trooper, you can still activate the effect even though the effect's negated, and even when it dies on a Crane Crane, you'll draw a card. It's stupid. It's stupid how busted this stuff works, and if you ever can't use Crane Crane, you don't feel like using Card Trooper, you can always use Crane Crane, get a level 3, and Exceed Summon. It's good like that. Now comes some of the Psychics. 1 Silent Psychic Wizard. Banish any Psychic. Once it leaves the field and goes to the graveyard, special summon the Psychic you removed. If you summon, Thought Roll Archfiend at any point in time during the duel, you can banish it. Oh look, it comes back when this dies. You can even Synchro with it. The monster you banish comes back. 2 Psychic Jumper, because the ability to go Psychic Jumper and Serene Psychic Witch, which you'll see in a moment, is such a great play. Even for paying 1,000, takes care of a lot of the problems in the format. A lot of the big cards. You have a Draco Sack on the field. Guess what? It's mine now. And then I'm going to use our Draco Sack, pop your stuff, and just go off from there. 2 Psychic Commander, because it trades with. It's actually a really good card. Level 3 tuner. You can get it with Serene Psychic Witch. You can get it with anything. You can tune the Black Rose, everything. 3 Serene Psychic Witch, definitely one of the best cards in the deck. If it's destroyed in any way, shape, or form, I'm getting either another Witch or any of my Psychics that are 2,000 less attack, which is pretty much all of them. And now onto the plants. Bonefire, Spore. That is a Sporemander. You will hate the Sporemander, it's that good. Dandelion, because he's a sassy little bitch. 2 Debris Dragon. I really need to get another super. Alright. I don't even need to explain the plan engine, because you know what the plan engine can do. Just imagine what the plan engine can do with all of the craziness that all the other cards you just saw. Alright. Onto the spells. 3 E-Telly. I don't even need to explain why this card is good with this deck. I can go into any Synchro, any Exceed that I want, level 4, level 3. If I wanted to, level 2. I would never want to, but Mind Control, because I run a lot of tuners. Take your stuff. Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole. Most people in this format are not playing Dark Hole for the sole purpose that if you're playing Spellbooks...
What language is that heavy?
Oh, it's Spanish. Spanish heavy. Comenta Fuertes.
That's pretty cool.
Sorry. But Dark Hole is an iffy card. Most people will not play this card in this format just because if you go up against a Draco Sack, the Draco Sack is living, and if you go up against Spellbooks, they'll just Wisdom or Fate it, or Fate their thing so it protects it, but Dark Hole is definitely one of the best cards in the format. Great top deck in any situation. If you're facing down a field of monsters in any deck besides the top 2, even the top 2, if they don't have that Draco Sack, if they don't have that Fatal Wisdom, this card can win you the game just by that power thing. Foolish Burial. You would think that I would use this to dump Spore or dump Dandelion. Yeah, that's great, but I can also use it to dump a Serene Psychic Witch if I have a Silent Psychic Wizard play. So if you kill the Wizard, I'm getting the Witch, so it acts as an extra boost of defense. Pot of Avarice. I have a lot of psychics and I have a lot of monsters, so obviously this is like one of the best cards I can use. This card will almost never not be live. 2 creature swap because of all the token shenanigans and 3 Psychic Witch. If you're playing cards, if you Veiler my Psychic Jumper, I can just play this card and it's going to do the exact same thing. And I only play 4 traps right now. This might be changed in the future, but right now I'm only playing 4. I'm playing 2 Torrential Tribute and 2 Threatening Roar. Threatening Roar is just a good card if they try and go for game. That's what I'm saying. Like Torrential Tribute is just too good of a card not to run. I almost wish this card was at 3 because I would run this 3 in every deck I played because it's that busted of a card. This is a dark hole in trap form. And Threatening Roar is pretty self-explanatory. Prevents getting destroyed in 1 turn. Prevents all the shit dragons can do.
What you got in your extra?
Stores closed, pack up your stuff.
First off, no deck with Dennaline is complete without good tokens. Got those 2 Amaterasu tokens in the X23. You wish you had tokens like these. No one will ever have tokens like these. Bam.
Guys, the store is closed. Pack up your stuff.
You got the Beast. You got the Barkion. You got nope, I'm gonna go with Synchros. You got Beast, Barkion, Capacitor, Scrap Dragon, Black Rose, Formula, Armory Arm, another Black Rose, Stardust, Thought Ruler, and then of course Maestro, Cowboy, Zen Mains, Leviair, Goliath. Pretty standard extra, gives me a bunch of options at any point in time. Plus it's just funny to Black Rose people.
All right, Funch. Thanks a lot for this deck profile. And what do you think about next format in this deck?
This deck has a lot of promise for next format just because we don't know what's going to happen with the next format. We can anticipate a lot of changes happening, primarily in the top 2 decks with Spellbooks and Dragon Roll. They're going to be hit in some way, shape, or form. This deck shows a lot of promise. Just if those decks lose power, then other decks like this could see an increase in play. Is it going to be a pro deck? I don't know. We'll find out when we find out the balance.
All right, thanks a lot, Funch, for the deck profile.
And there's no Novocaine involved.